What are the top 10 smartest decisions in action movies?
Yes, you wouldn't associate smart and action together, but there've been a few. Stay tuned until the end to find out what they are.
Hey screeners, how you doing? It's me, the one AJ, Anthony Jordan.
And me, Nicolero. The dynamic duo is back.
We in his house. Okay, guys. Yeah, so, right, we're going to kick it off. It's all about, we all associate action stars being all brawn and no brains. Here, we're going to show that sometimes they do have a bit of brains, and that's what it's going to go down to. But before we do that, Nico, would you like to tell everyone what the Movie Mount Rushmore is all about?
Yes, basically it's a top 10 show between two best friends from school. Here's how the show works. AJ and I each get assigned a topic. The same topic, obviously. We go our separate ways, and we come right back here into our little house, our film family house, and deliver to you, the silver screen dudes, our individual top 10s. This week, I will go first, delivering my bottom three. AJ will then deliver his bottom three. I will deliver my next two. AJ will deliver his next two. And when we get to our top five, we will trade one apiece. If at any time while we are rounding off our individual top 10 list, one person has a movie in a higher position, that person will say,
punt.
And we will punt and talk about that movie when we get to the high position. And once we have both rounded off our individual top 10 lists, we will create, in the voice of Chandler Bing, R.I.P. Matthew Perry, the movie Mount Rushmore. These are the four quintessential, diverse, must-see movies, decisions of this genre, which this week is...
Top 10 smartest decisions in action movies. Now, guys, what happens when these two guys give you the ultimate Rushmore? We have that very difficult task of saying what 4 films out of a potential 20 make a Rushmore. Well, it gets even harder because we, the silver screen dudes, have to create 4. You, the screeners, have to crown 1. El Capitan, El Numero Uno, the best of the best of the best, sir, with honors. And to quote Highlander, in the end, there can be only one. And how do you crown that one? How do you crown the King of Kings? Well, it's quite simple. You head on over to X at Movie MT Rushmore, the official X page of the silver screen dudes. But more importantly, at Movie Polls for You. Yes, the X page of at We Love Movies, fronted by good old Jeté, as he was crowned last week. But yeah, we're going to call him JT once again. And that's the person we retweet. So there's only one vote. There is only one way. You can't cheat. There's only one way on this. You've got multiple accounts. You can't cheat. So last week, our topic was
the best Pixar characters, excluding any characters from Toy Story.
And the contenders were
Wally, Dory, Remy from Ratatouille, and Mike Wazowski from Monsters, Inc. This did not go the way I thought. Well, it kind of did, but mostly didn't. There's your clue.
So I believe you thought Mike was going to be at the end. I am going to go with Remy in number 4.
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right?
Interesting. Oh, I think I know the winner, so I'm going to stay away from that name. No, because there's a lot of love when he's previously been in polls. It's Mike, isn't it? Mike's at number 4.
No.
Wally?
No.
Dory's at number 4.
Dory ended up at number 4.
Okay, because of pod and time constraints, I'm just going to move on. But shocked, I thought that was number 1. I was staying away from
Dory. Dory got trashed.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh snap! That has changed the dynamics all over the place. Hello. Remy at number 3.
Remy at number 3 with Remy beat Dory. Who knew? Remy at number 3 with 17%.
Wally versus Mike. Oh, this is tough. Mike at number 2.
Yeah. Mike at number 2 with 22%. So that's the part which didn't go the way I thought with Dory and Remy and all that.
Yeah.
I called the winner though.
You did.
45%. This was a steamrolling.
Wow. Wow. There is a lot of love for Wall-E out there. It's funny because it's not one of the Pixar movies I hear talked about a lot. But when it comes to polls, Wall-E is not one to be underestimated. I have realized that.
It is loved, that film. Right. Should we do
No,
this?
let's do it. Okay, so you're
The
number 10.
top 10 smartest decisions in action movies. Right, sir. So, in at number 10 for me, a fun one. And one which, when I first saw it, I was like, this is dumb. But then it made a lot of sense. From Guardians of the Galaxy, I've gone with Dance Off.
Do you know, I think I'm a bit with you on it. The first time I watched Guardians, I was like, what?
Yeah.
The second time, I swear to you, I don't know who I was the first time round or who I was the second time round, but I lean more with the second time round. I laughed my head off. I was all over it and I loved it. So it meant so much more to the second time.
Never made me laugh my head off per se. But when you realize what he's doing and it's like, you're buying time. Okay. It's so random. It's like,
it's so random, but it's so Star-Lord.
Huh?
It's so random, but it's so Star-Lord.
So Star-Lord. I am Ronan the Accuser and I pass judgment on you. What? What are you doing? Like, it works brilliantly. Dance Off. You and me. Like, okay, man. You've stopped the accuser from doing his accusing, and then you officially become the Guardians when you touch the stone. So it's like, all right, cool. I'm down. That works for me. That is a smart decision. It's risky, but it's smart. Because if you imagine you're Ronan and you got your staff and your stone, and man just starts going on the left, and you go, This is more reason to destroy these people. Bang! Like, you could have ended it like that. Plot armor, right? My number 9. Funnily enough, we were just talking about this guy when we did our, well, depending on what you're watching. If you're watching the news, we just talked about it. If you're watching our Throwback Thursday, it was a few days ago. But we just talked about Pierce Brosnan and his magnum opus role, GoldenEye. AJ, the grenade pen. Give me the course, Natalia.
Punt. It's a punt.
Okay, give them to me. My number 8, I'm reluctant to put on because I have a major issue with the writing in this scene. But with what's presented in this scene, okay. Are you ready for me to say to get some hate here? This is one of the most overrated films of all time. Are you ready?
Go.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
See, I didn't want to go with that one. I'm not going to lie. I know. So, small caveat to this one, guys.
Wait. The smart decision I'm referring to is them closing their eyes when they open the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah. But
it's like the nasties that came out of that should still have got them.
Well, maybe it's a bit like maybe they're Bird Box villains.
Maybe they're what? Sorry,
Bird Box villains. You know, Bird Box. You have to.
I haven't watched it.
Okay, but it's essentially the villains have to be seen in order for it to be executed. That would be the same situation here.
Okay, well done. That came out years later. I'm not giving you that one.
Well, no, but I'm just saying. How else do we explain that? It doesn't have any relevancy any other way.
Not many things in Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark have much relevancy. Most notably, sorry to pull a Big Bang Theory thing here, Indy being in the movie at all has no bearing on the movie.
Fair play.
None.
Fair play. Okay.
0. And the fact that close your eyes, it's like you should still be toast, bruv. Like, all right, because this is George Lucas writing. I mean, I'll give it to you.
This is it, and it's a lesser time, as you said. Years later came out Bird Box, so we take it for what it is. Probably the inspiration for Bird Box. Never thought that.
Surprise me. There you go. Well done. Bird Box is a Raiders of the Lost Ark ripoff. You can take that one and surprise people.
Thank you very much.
Your number 10.
My number 10. Right, guys. So for my number 10, the way I play in this game at the moment is I'm going to be very open. I feel like I'm forgetting a lot of stuff. So while trying to be smart, I felt extremely dumb. So Watch Mojo really influenced a lot of my decisions, but there were other films that I was like, no, I remember certain things. Some of them have, low impact in terms of the film. This one has very low impact, and it was very like midway in the film, but I always found it very fun, and a bit like your Guardians moment, Nick. It had me like, hey, I like that. And if you were actually in the cinema with me when it happened, and we got a round of applause for it. And that, my friend, is Captain America in Endgame in the lift. I had to go with this picture because the first time he went through the ultimate fight, but as everyone came in, he says to the Shield/Hydra agents, Hell Hydra, and he takes it, and like everyone was just clapping because it was like time did not permit for that fight this time. Well done, Cap. I
You
love
know
that
why
movie.
else they clapped? Because it was a panel from a panel from one of the last Captain America comics, where he actually says in the comic, "Hail Hydra," and it
I'm
ends on
aware.
that.
I'm aware that Captain America has said it, but was it in the lift? It looked like it was more of a battlefield from
It
the
was
panel.
Battlefield, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
But
I
the fact that they
thought
got
it
a
was,
deep cut like that in the movie was like, wow,
yeah,
wow.
it was I thought it was extremely well played within that, and I was like, because everyone knew the moment, everyone could feel the intensity, and he's like, trust me, and you're like, oh, we know what's coming. He's like, Hell Hydra, and he just walks out with that smug grin on his face. I was like, awesome, love it. So that was one of the smart decisions.
Nice, I like that.
In at number 9, we're keeping it MCU, but we're going right back to the beginning. It's Iron Man versus Ironmonger. I thought it was leading to the end. Yeah, I thought it was leading to the end. And again, we're just gonna read it out. You had a great idea, Tony, but my suit is way more advanced in every way. How'd you solve the icing problem? Icing problem? I remember that. And you think it leads to the end. And that's the problem with this one. Okay, guys, essentially, this is going to have a few spoilers in it. You think it leads to the end. You think Tony Stark has got the ultimate victory. But sadly, Ironmonger kicks back up. And that's why it's so low to me, is that where you thought it was the end, there's still a bit more of a fight that comes with it. And that's why I said, yeah, it didn't.
That's a good choice. I like that one. Well played.
Thank
Death
you.
Taxes and AJ talking about comic book movies. Well done.
Yeah, I think that's where it ends actually for the comic book movies. Sorry to disappoint folks. Okay, that was number 9. In at number 8.
Wait. Top 10 smartest decisions in comic book movies. Oh.
Do you know what bugged me? Is I'm sure there's a bucket load in the Nolan trilogy, but I couldn't think of any. I'm like, the Joker's definitely done something, but I can't think of it.
It was Batman using everyone's phones as GPS.
I forgot about that. Oh, there's a spoiler. It's not on my list. Right. Okay. In at number 8 is a film that you cannot stand, but I've got love for it and I respect it. Watch Mojo talked about the whole description. I believe Taken and the line "Good luck" was a very smart play. Yes, no, the way you're looking at it.
You a big man now, huh? You a big man, bruv. You need to leave this. You a big man. Nah, you a big man.
Don't try and kill me. Do not try and kill me, bro.
Big man now. You need to drop this Liam Neeson grandfather hard man thing. You a big
Taken
man
2 and
now.
3. Taken 2 and 3. I have no time for. Taken 1. I have a lot of love and respect for. I won't take it. I love it. Like I'm not. It won't change. And that whole sequence of him going through everyone, and he's on this mission to wreck shop, as it were. We have to keep it clean on this new channel. And the way he goes around passing everything and playing it, and he wants to find out which one is the guy. And again, as a father, as we talked about in our news show, and you talked about how all barriers you would break in order to protect your children. You picture this scene when you want to figure out which one took your daughter, and you just have this word. What does that word mean? And the guy goes, "Good luck." Oh, you. I told you I'll find you. Beat down. Yeah, love it. And I just thought, yeah, it was one of those moments. I was like, well played. Well played. Irrelevant of which way you feel about the film, I thought that was well executed. That is a point I was like, I like that. I like the way you went about that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
That was your 8, yeah?
That is indeed.
All right. My number 7. We are gonna mix it up a bit now. Listen, this again is what it's like. It's smart in the context of if I'm kayfabing and remaining within the fourth wall. Okay, let me say what it is, and then I'll get into it. It's the Return to the Citadel in Mad Max Fury
Right.
Road. Here's the thing, right? I always actually thought this was a very weak part of the movie. Reason being is because when you look at it narratively, it's like you went one way, you came back. That's the movie.
Yeah.
Narratively, it's always bothered me. Remaining inside that fourth wall, it makes sense. The last place that they would expect them to look would be back where they started, and now they can take control of that place. Although, even that, the way it kind of unfolded, they're lucky they got up. It was literally the people going, let them up, let them up. Dude, if I'm up in that tower controlling all the water, I'm going, nah, boy.
I get what you're saying.
I ain't letting you up, because when you come up, I lose my water privileges. Are you mad?
Yeah.
Stay down there and dry out for all I care. I'm cool up here, man. I got mamacitas and water. We good.
I'm good. That sounds like a you problem down there.
You know what I'm saying? So it's literally like, so we went one way, we came back, and we were like, please let me up, Santa. It's like, really? For such a fun movie, I always thought the resolution was really like, ugh, okay. But in the context of the chase, yes, it's smart. It makes sense. Go right back the way you came. That's the last place they would expect you.
Yeah. I get you're saying. I do need to see Fury Road again. I need to see Fury Road again. But each time I say I'm going to watch it again, I keep saying I need to do Mad Max from the beginning and just understand the story.
You don't know. It's very much its own standalone thing, Fury Road.
Yeah, just the completionist in me. So yeah, I get you though.
Road Warrior is fantastic.
Is that number 2?
Yeah, so good. So good. All right, my number 6 then. Probably the greatest action franchise of the 21st century. Let's go with John Wick. And my favorite of the 4, which is John Wick 2, I'm talking about the tunnel escape scene. Now,
nearly made my list, if I'm honest.
We all know that John Wick can whip ass. We all know that he can kill you with a pencil. We all know that he can do kung fu with a gun.
And a car.
We know these things. But the guns will eventually run out of bullets. Does John Wick need bullets? No, for most part. But some bullets help. And he figured that guns, lots of guns. And the fact that along this mission route he's plotted out, he's left guns at tactical positions. Not only smart, because it means he knew he wasn't getting out of there without a fight. Not only smart because he calculated it, again, movie armor, but it works in the scope of a John Wick movie. He calculated the exact point one gun would run out of bullets. Well,
I was about to add that.
This convenient gun that I left here, it just shows what a perfect marksman I am. I knew that I would eliminate 33 and a half people, and I would need another gun. Here is the gun that I left earlier.
And you know, it's not like he had one.
That's remaining half from the 33 and a half, and proceed to kill another 100 and move on to the next weapon. And a half. Yeah. It's I love it. I love it. It's so, but that's the point of a John Wick movie. You have to suspend. They are all about suspension of disbelief and just about being believable if you buy into the myth of Wick.
But, you know, it would have been interesting if one guy called in sick and he was able to still shoot and still have an extra gun because there was 2 clips left because one man had COVID that day and couldn't make it in. You know?
And he would have overshot with the guns and been like, oh no, my math is off.
Damn, by one. Only I had one, which would have been fun in the John Wick world because he would have just thrown the gun and like choked the guy's Adam's apple. You know, like
Exactly.
it could have worked with John
They're
Wick.
so
But yeah.
good, these films, though. They are so
I still need
freaking
to see 4.
entertaining.
That's my one thing. I've not seen 4.
Oh, dude. Oh, change everything about that and make sure it's on your top 10 of the year, because it will be.
No, I
Oh,
love John
God,
Wick.
it's good. Oh, my God, it's good. Do you know what? 4 might be in contention as my favorite. It is so damn good. Yeah. It is so damn good. That was my 7 and 6. What's your 7 and 6?
Right, my number 7. So you spoke indie. I'm going to talk indie, but I'm going with our favorite indie.
Yeah,
I'm going The Last Crusade,
yeah.
and it's in the temple with the knights, where he had to shoot them right up. That to me was well played out because it was studying all the riches and could it be this one? Could it be that one? Now, as much as they could say both angles went biblical, he went for the least glaring, the least thing to take if we want to get into the whole biblical element of it all.
Jesus was a carpenter. He picked the wooden one. Smart.
Exactly that. And that's where you found the Holy Grail. He found the Holy Grail in the most simplest of cups amongst all the riches that were there. A humble man would choose a humble cup. And I always remember that as a kid going, like the shock, the awe, because you've seen what happened with those who chose the fanciest of cups. Like, of course, this must be the one for eternal life. We saw what happened to you. Indy didn't make that mistake, and he saved Daddy with it. Absolutely,
I much prefer that to mine. If we pick Indy, that can make a Rushmore. I love that pick. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. In at number 6, it's time to go to the Nakatomi Plaza. Of course, it's one of those. It's one of those classic moments. We are talking John McClane with the gun strapped to his back.
Yeah.
I mean,
nearly made the list.
It's one of those things that it feels like it's just everywhere in film now, that it shouldn't even be down to Smartest Decisions. But when you break it down to Die Hard, it was like, oh, well done. He's still in the game. Like
Die Hard, that wouldn't have been the smart decision I go with. I thought the smart decision would have been handing Hans an empty gun.
Yes.
Because he needs Hans to it, because he's playing Clay, right? He's playing an American there. And it's the fact that he gets him to break character, go German, give him an empty gun, and then he's like, shoot me. You think I'm stupid, Hans? Come on. It's great.
Yeah. Again, I blame Watch Mojo. Like some of them, I was like, no,
that's why it didn't make my list, because I was like, that's not John McClane's smartest thing.
Yeah, well played. No, you got me there. If that was on your list, which it obviously isn't because you just announced it, that would have been you would have outdone me. The same way I out-indied them, you out-Die Hard me there. Well done, bro. Well played.
Out-McClaned you. Out-McClaned Watch Mojo. I should comment and say you're wrong.
Exactly.
Here's why. So that was your 6, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. My number 5. Okay. From one of my favorite movies ever. The T-Rex, bro. Using the flare.
Do you know, this one very nearly made the list. Very, very nearly made the list. And it's the Air 11. It's number 11 for me, essentially.
Don't move. Can't see us if we don't move. And you're told this even at the beginning. They really did a masterful job in Jurassic Park of building the myth of both the raptors and the T-Rex. But even at the beginning, where they've done that whole scan of the raptor underground, even then they're already planting little seeds of how powerful of how the T-Rex is. There's that line, that throwaway line he says, let me remember it here, when he's like, and you stand perfectly still because you think his vision is based on movement like T-Rex, but no, not Velociraptor. You stand still looking at him and he looks right back at you, and that's when the attack happens, not from the front, but from the sides. You see, in that, you've built up this great myth of the raptor being a pack hunter, but you've already dropped the nugget of, you think, they've made it a kind of factuality. you think his vision is based on movement like T-Rex. Then they drop it in later, when he's protecting Lexi and she's going, ah! And he's like, don't move. Can't see us if we don't move. They've done this whole thing of stay prone with the T-Rex. And so this breaks that perfectly. He's getting the T-Rex away from Tim and Lexi. He's flashing this flare. And then after he's thrown the flare, he lobs it and stays perfectly still. So the T-Rex effectively becomes a giant puppy dog and plays fetch.
Literally, yeah.
It's great. It's smart as hell, man. It's like, and to quote John Hammond, who better to take the children through Jurassic Park than a dinosaur expert? And it really is evidenced here.
Yeah, well played. Yeah, not much to say. I totally agree. Cool. That was
my 5. Your 5.
Okay, in at number 5 is our punt from earlier. It's the good old pen click. I just remember the awesomeness of. I mean, GoldenEye is one thing. Not being able to spin the pen around my finger, that crap that you're doing right now, is one of my biggest regrets of life. But I just found
it taught me to do that. I literally watched and I was like, all right, cool. Let me know.
Oh, listen, you and Yash are 2 people I know who could just me and hand-eye coordination can be a bit tricky and annoying.
Give me the chords, Natalia. Give them to me. It's so good.
When I was putting this picture up, as much as I love Alan Cummings as Nightcrawler, he is amazing in this. Like, this is, it's that.
It's Boris Nightcrawler.
Huh? Yeah.
Holy God. I never realized.
Entertainment with all good news, yeah.
That makes complete sense.
Yeah.
It's got the amazing Nightcrawler. Yes, of course. Wow.
Mind blown.
Nightcrawler is Boris. Boris is Nightcrawler. Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn.
Exactly. Boris is a mutant. Sorry.
A mutant.
But it's watching throughout in that film the clicks and just try to make sure you're counting the clicks as well. Like, it's on, it's off, it's on, it's off. Like the whole way. Each time he spins the pen and he's clicking away. It is the hairs on the back of your neck watching that the first time is absolutely amazing. And that's why, as much as it doesn't, it helps with the escape. And, is it the end of the movie? No, it's not. It helps lead to the end. But that's why it's so high for me. Because I just remember the chills of essentially my favorite Bond movie. It just had to be.
It's the best Bond movie. Come at me. It's the best Bond movie.
Loved it. Absolutely loved that moment. So yes, it makes my number 5.
Yeah, superb. All right, I love that choice. All right, my number 4, going female boss here. I'm bringing Ellen Ripley to the party, who loaded herself inside a cargo loader to kick the crap out of the alien queen. Now, what I love about this scene is that it is foreshadowed earlier in the movie when she enters the cargo loader and they're doubting her aptitude and she just goes, shh, where do you want it? Right? So it is foreshadowed that this is going to be a thing. Which I like foreshadowing in cinema. It's one of the little things that it gives me gleeful joy. It's like, haha, we knew that was coming. Very nice. I appreciate that. But when you break it down, I've always said, right, James Cameron's big thing is always families. That's at the center of every single one of his movies. This is ultimately 2 mothers fighting each other.
Yeah.
That's like
yes. There is no other.
They've literally just killed this. Like, obviously, evil doesn't recognize that it's evil, and these xenomorphs are just killing machines and machines of reproduction, right? This thing's just had all its children, all its babies killed right in front of it. It's going to be a vengeful see you next Tuesday.
Indeed. Yeah.
And it goes toe-to-toe with another mummy who's protecting her. Not child, but child.
Yeah.
But thing come child. But yeah, it's like 2 mothers going off against each other and beating the living tarnation out of her. I was like, yeah, boy.
I'm here for this. Yeah. I think the foreshadowing kind of gave me a bit of a semi-Veers moment. That's why it didn't really make the list for me, but I get it. It
You
makes sense.
knew it was coming,
Yeah,
but the fact that it did come is what made you go, yes, this is how you beat up the Queen.
of course. Yeah.
This is good. I approve. Your number 4.
My number 4, it's Bruce Willis. Did I have Bruce Willis before? No,
Die Hard.
Yes, I did. Of course. Yes. So it is Bruce again. Thank you very much. And yes, I was like, where did I have Bruce before?
Can I make a guess? Can I make a guess?
Of course, you know what it is. Go.
The elephant jugs in the park bomb from Die Hard for the.
I was tempted to do that, but I thought that was just math that I've never been able to play with. It's math I've never been able to play with. It messes me up so badly. Maths and me aren't the best of friends like that.
Yeah.
I nearly went down very basic AJ. I said through the park, not through Central Park. You know, like that was another one. But no, I'm going with the suicide in Looper. So it's more JGL than Bruce Willis. But how do you stop a terrible moment from taking place? If you know that you're the problem and it's been foreshadowed that way, eliminate the problem. It's one of those moments that, yes, in your head, and essentially the task is always that someone's meant to eliminate themselves. It did eliminate themselves in this film, but not the way you expected the elimination to take place, you know? And I was like, well played. Well played.
I thoroughly believed, actually, in this movie that JGL looked like a younger Bruce Willis.
It's well played.
It's very well played. He's completely disappeared off the face of the planet, old JGL, huh?
It's been a while, isn't it? It has been a while. It has been a while.
He's literally had the Josh Hartnett treatment happen to him.
Yeah, but the thing is, I remember Hartnett's calling retirement. I've not heard anything from why JGL's not about.
Hartnett literally came back recently for Guy Ritchie's.
I know, but he went through this whole point where he was trying to do something else in life. Maybe it's because Hollywood wasn't calling him, so he just made the excuse. But I remember hearing it when he went quiet. Then I remember him coming back. JGL, I'm just like, where you at, bro? Where you at? And it's
recently he was the voice of Jiminy Cricket in that Pinocchio movie that got panned, the Disney one.
I still haven't brought myself around to that film. I started it and couldn't get into it.
It just looks so bad. He's done a lot of TV. Super Pumped, Mr. Corman, Star Wars Visions, Poker Face, lots of TV. He's got 10 upcoming projects. The big one, Beverly Hills Cop 4.
Are they really doing that?
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
Carry on, please.
Right. So that was your number 4. That was my number 4. We're talking JGL. Sorry, that got thrown off. My number 3.
Oh, my number 3.
Oh, sorry. Did you throw me off when you said carry on? Yes. You please do carry on.
Again, a bit of plot armor circumstance in this one, but staying in the realm of what the movie's trying to get me to believe, I do like it. Is Speed, them getting the CCTV to play on loop. Yeah,
my number 3.
Nice. Yeah, it's like how did you do that? But like, fine, carry on, I'll buy it.
This is it. It's not even like where if it was now, it's more plausible.
100%.
Because you can hack into the systems. There, it wasn't possible, but hey, you made it happen. I like the moments when you're seeing everyone escape, and even the part where he realizes that it's a loop and it winds him the hell up. Like it makes, as you said, it's perfect plot armor. It builds for the tension. It does what it needs to do. How? Still haven't figured out the science all these years later, but it worked.
Because movie magic and plot armor. They just did it.
Exactly.
Apologize for my sniffling today, guys. My apologies. But yeah, it's in the scope of what the movie's trying to get me to swallow, the unbelievability of it all. I like it. It's like, sure, play it. Also, the point where we get up to him realizing that he's being recorded is so fluky McFlukerson. It's ridiculous. Like, it's just a turn of phrase that Dennis Hopper refers to Sandra Bullock as that wildcat. And then he sees her jumper and it's like, oh, you like college football? Arizona Wildcats. He can see you. Really?
I know. It is weak, isn't it? It is weak, yeah.
Yeah.
But it joins the dots together. That's all we need.
The dots that literally weren't there, but anyway.
And let's be honest, what CCTV was that good in 94?
That coat that was folded up behind her back, like, please, come on.
Oh, dear.
All right.
Okay, you're number 2.
From your favorite Terminator movie, Wolfie.
Oh, you mean Max? Equally my number 2.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Look, again, technically, if I played the game the way I played the game earlier, it should be much lower. It should have been said a lot earlier. But it was mega cool.
This was good.
I'm saying, in terms of being game changing to the film, the only thing is it allowed John to survive. But John was still a rebel to that family. So would he have rushed back to them anyway? Probably not. But it was mega cool when you see Arnie doing John's voice down the phone. And he's like, "What's your dog's name?" "Why is Wolfie making all that noise?" It's awesome. "Your family is already dead."
Your family is so good. It's so good. Yeah, tricking the T-1000 into and I actually like the fact that the AI isn't intelligent enough yet to know that it's another AI talking.
Yeah.
But for all of the T-1000's brilliance, it didn't know that. Yeah. I was like, very good. I like that.
No, I think it was all kinds of awesome. All kinds of awesome.
I have a worst.
I don't, so I'll let you.
And it's related to my number 5, which was the Flair and the T-Rex.
Oh, I know where you're going.
What happens directly after?
Jeff Goldblum not catch it. Like,
seriously,
it's the wannabe hero.
You've been
like, I see how it's done. I'm doing it wrong.
It was his timing too. It's like not Ian, that's Ian Malcolm. Alan Grant is actually Flair. Go get it, boy. And the T-Rex legs it. And as the T-Rex is coming towards him, that's the point where this chaotician decides to step out the car with the lit flare and go, "Hey, hey, 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 hey." And then Alan even says to him, "Ian, freeze!" And he's like, get the kids. It's like, bro, what are you doing?
Fight or flight, bro.
The part I love for comedy is as he's running, he then lobs the flare, hoping the T-Rex is just going to stop. And Steven Spielberg's got jokes, because if you look at the animation of the T-Rex, it actually goes, huh? Nah. It doesn't even pause. It's as it's running, it looks towards the flare going, I may be prehistoric, but I'm not that dumb, bro. You dead. It's brilliant. And then, of course, we get the toilet eating scene. But
yes, of course. Mad moment. Okay.
So good.
I don't have a worst, but I can agree with that. But I will give him the excuse of flight, fight, or flee, or freeze. And he was more on the flight side. It's just the way it was.
Don't get involved. Like, the T-Rex was busy playing fetch already. Leave it alone.
Yeah, fair play. Right. You're number 1, sir.
You just talk to me about Arnold. We just spoke about Arnold in Terminator. But the best Arnold movie is not Terminator. It's the one where he says, "Get to the chopper." Come on. When they get to the chopper is not there. The Predator is chasing them and he goes down the waterfall and he ends up in the mud. And then the Predator cannot see the face. I need to know. He cannot do it infrared because he's cold. So it's Arnold fighting the Predator with the mud.
Well played. I did nearly play that one, actually.
I love it.
It wouldn't have been that high.
Oh, I think it's genius. It's like the fluke of it all. And this actually worked for me, unlike the previous ones, with the exception of Terminator and Jurassic Park, where I've been like, okay, smart in the context of kayfabe, but really hard pill to swallow narratively. This made sense. You've literally just gone down a waterfall. He's not fighting anymore. He doesn't realize that the Predator doesn't see him. He's like, no, I have accepted my fate. I am # flubbed, right?
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit here, ain't nothing I can do, and take it. Why does he not see me? And then he militarizes that to his advantage.
Yeah, that I will give it to you. Yeah, like
so it's a huge turning point in the movie because finally they can get one up on this thing.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. By all means. Yeah. No. It's a good call.
Earlier, they didn't have a hope until the mud. Like, no hope. This thing was picking them off for fun.
Yeah. I'll give you that. Well played. That's. Look, I never underestimated it. I always found it very smart when I saw the film, and it's nothing that I've changed my mind. And it's based in reality, which makes it all the more realistic.
And
so I do
mega turning point for the movie. Like
yeah.
Mega.
No, for sure. And to give it to him, my bag knocked it and sent it over. Okay. Right. Okay. My number one.
Yes.
Essentially because the film is the smartest decision. I just couldn't really argue with the whole thing. We are talking from the world of Christopher Nolan. Inception. The whole concept of dream stealing being one thing that we have to take, but the whole plot itself is building 3 layers of dream invasion to implant in the thing, because this man is aware of what's going to happen, so we have to go deeper within it. And the whole plot of the film is taking that. I know Den's going to hate it because he can't stand this film, but the entire heist is based off of... Yeah, Den does not like Inception. Den the Tech is not an Inception fan. But yeah, that's what we're looking at here. It's that I just, when I looked at it, I was like, we're talking about smart decisions. This was it. The execution of the whole plot is announced, and that's
excellence of execution.
Yeah, it's there. That's what it is. We can't deny what Inception is. So I just
Inception an action movie? That's the question.
It has action scenes, and I'll give you that. I don't know if I would have broke it down as that, but I don't know what other category I'd have broken it into. Maybe sci-fi, but then sci-fi action. Yes, I don't know. It has the moments, and I'm not gonna lie, Looper's also listed it as an action movie, and I was like, well, concept-wise, if that's the concept we're working with, yeah, it builds the whole thing. So that's kind of. I said Looper.
All right.
Yeah.
Listen,
but yeah.
The logic of what you're saying makes sense. The whole thing is smart, no doubt. That wouldn't have been my choice.
How much action in the action movie? I get you. Yeah.
So we've got 3 that are kind of... We've got 3 that are cemented already because they're joint picks. We've then got a similar franchise in indie, and you seem to be quite receptive to my Predator breakdown.
So,
Holy Grail or Mud?
Do you know? And I'm not knocking what you've gone for, but I feel like I'm torn because I feel like Holy Grail should be brought up more because it was overlooked.
100% yes.
But I also feel like Predator's going to get a better reception for the fight.
Yeah, I yeah. In the scope of action, I think indie's more adventure. Action adventure,
that
sure.
That as well. The speed.
It would be quite interesting seeing Speed GoldenEye T2 and Predator face off against each other.
Yeah.
T2 will win because it always wins, but
Predator might win this one though, because for logic, Predator it's the victory.
Logically on Twitter.
Yeah, let's go with Predator because I don't. One, Indie's more adventure. 2, these are bigger blockbusters, isn't it? Well, I don't know. Indie's a huge blockbuster, but
huge.
People are more raiders than they. I think I could be wrong.
People
we're more
are
minorities.
Last Crusade,
they're more raiders than they are Last Crusade.
Incorrectly, but yes, that's true.
Yeah. So let's go with what is more likely to be a fight, even though it's double Arnie. I can live with that.
Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, the official movie Mount Rushmore of smart decisions in action movies, in no particular order, is
Speed.
Our second entry is
Da-da-da-dum. Da-da. GoldenEye.
Ding, 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 ding. Our third decision is
Terminator 2.
very good. I'll give you 10 points if you can do the music for this one. Our final our final entry into the movie Mount Rushmore of smart decisions in action movies is.
I'm not doing the music, but you know what you should do? Let's do the arm bit, bro. Let's do the arm bit. Go on. Yeah, we're talking Predator.
For too long.
Yeah, it's that ugly mother flubber Predator. So yeah, that's the one. So there we go, guys. That's some strong contenders, and you know what to do. It may be a while till the victory is announced because I'm on a holiday next week. But yes, we are talking Predator, T2, Speed, and GoldenEye. 4 brilliant movies. Oh, that's our childhood revisited right there. But yeah, those 4 films are in contention for the smartest decision in an action movie.
They are.
Head on over to X at Movie MT Rushmore or at We Love Movies. Good old JT from Movie Polls for You. That's the one, guys. No, at Movie Polls for You for JT from We Love Movies. I'm going to get it right. But yeah, that's the one, guys.
But yeah, right. So have a good trip to AJ. We will, just to let you guys know what's happening. So as we head into the final month of December, we've got an as yet unconfirmed release on the 5th of December. The 12th of December, we will be doing our top 10 most anticipated movies of 2024. On the 19th of December, it will be the top 10 movies of 2023, our top 10 of this wonderful year.
But while he says that, we also release a week later. Oh, no, that will actually be live. So that's fine. It will be on the 19th.
That will be live, correct. And then the final week of December, after you've all had your big Christmas and holiday meals, I will be doing a solo show because I watch more movies in the year than AJ does. It's just a fact. It's not a dig, it's just a fact. I'm hoping to have reached between 60 to 65 new movies by then, and I will be ranking them all. Our first ever ranking video right here. You will have S class, A, B, C, and D for dog shit.
Don't bother.
Don't bother. There you go. D for don't bother.
Oh boy. Nicolas Cage, Nicholas Hoult.
Oh, that's that. Woo, that's down there. It's not the only one, but it's down there.
There's one. I've not seen that one, but I've seen one.
Oh God, it's bad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, guys, that's the one. We will be back. I will be back. God willing, as they say. But yeah, stay safe, guys. Keep it filled with yeah, but yeah, keep it SSD, guys. Yeah, we will be back. So have a good one. Enjoy the break, and until the next time, I am the one AJ Anthony Jordan.
I'm Nicolero. We'll see you guys very soon. See ya.